Welcome to Intuition Weekly. I'm Asia, and this is your weekly intuitive forecast. Each week, I tap into the energies of the week ahead to channel messages that help you navigate with clarity. Your intuition led you here for a reason. Let's see what messages are coming through for you this week. Here is a sneak peek of the 10 messages coming through for you this week. Number 10, you can't have a clear vision without some sort of boundaries or protection. Boundaries will strengthen you. Number 9, it's time to go all in. Passion is going to fuel your purpose. Number 8, you are really tapped in and it is time to trust your intuition. Move with heart, not logic. Number 7, have you been seeing signs? Because your ancestors are guiding you right now. Number 6, it's time to slow down and honor your journey. Number 5, balance is key right now, so let go and trust the flow. Number 4, a fresh perspective is going to give you strength, and it's time for you to own it. Number 3, stop playing small. You need to embrace the fact that you are the expert right now. Number 2, gratitude changes everything. It is time to shift your view. And number 1, collaboration over competition. It's not about competing, it's about rising together. Let's jump in. This is your reading for the week of March 24th through the 30th. But remember, these messages tend to come to us exactly when we need them. So if you are listening to this at a different time, stick around because I believe these messages are for you as well. So this podcast comes out every Monday, and Monday is a new day. It's like a new week. It's a fresh start, fresh outlook. And I feel like you are refreshed and you are ready to take on the week. And if you have any projects that you've been wanting to dive into, now is the time to do it. Again, you're refreshed and you are looking at things with new eyes. And because you're so refreshed, you've just got more creative energy and there's less judgment, less stress, more freedom. And so it's a perfect time for new beginnings. But also eclipse season is upon us and we have a partial solar eclipse happening on Wednesday. And this eclipse stands for new beginnings, sudden opportunities, things that happen outside of you, but that will directly impact your life. So for example, during this solar eclipse, you might get an unexpected job offer or career opportunity. You might have a sudden change in a relationship or maybe a new one forming. Maybe you're going to move to a new place, or maybe you'll just feel the urge to change your surroundings. You may experience a surprising turn of events that redirects your path, or you may receive news that alters your plans or future direction. So you could have a new opportunity suddenly present itself to you unexpectedly, and you're in the perfect frame of mind right now to jump into something unexpected. You're fresh and focused and feeling confident and brave. So now really is the time to try new things. You may surprise yourself. And jumping into the messages here, the first message number 10 that I saw was of swim goggles. And my family and I just got back from Hawaii, so I feel like I just was in this Hawaiian state of mind. And so all the messages that were coming through were really vacation or Hawaii based. So swim goggles, swim goggles are about having your eyes open underwater, but keeping them protected. And this message is all about having healthy boundaries. It's about how keeping yourself protected actually helps you see more clearly. It really betters the situation to have these healthy boundaries. So it's not about keeping people out. It's just about protecting your own energy. And this actually makes you a better support for other people. And that's because you build that strength in yourself. So take time for yourself to be better for those people around you. And just don't be afraid to protect your own energy and make sure that you're getting what you need in order to support other people around you. Message number 9, I was seeing this red Hawaiian dirt and I felt like you were barefoot in the dirt. And it's all about getting your hands dirty and really getting in there. It's about going all in on whatever you are doing. And this is a richer environment. It's a project that really is more about heart and soul. It's really heart and soul driven. And it's deeper than the projects and things that you're usually focusing on. It's also about streamlining towards the things that really matter the most. So if there's something in your life that you're not fully invested in, maybe you need to choose to not do it. Maybe you need to put your focus elsewhere. So whatever you're going to be working on, I want you to go all in. Message number 8, I was seeing this tall grass blowing in the wind, and this really had this wild, abandoned vibe to it. It's about running wild and free. It's going for your passions. It's being brave and really just going all in. It's about taking time out for these deep breaths and just really feeling the rhythm of your heart before making these moves. It's about moving with your heart instead of your head, and really about trusting your own intuition. And this is really a stage for you where you have this knowing of who you are, and you're not needing to listen to anybody else. So come from a place within your heart, and it will guide you in the right direction. You will not need advice from anybody else. Message number 7. I saw this red beating heart. And for me, I felt like this meant your ancestors are close to you right now. You are very connected with them, and you are vibrating on a different frequency right now. And that's why you're able to connect with them so easily. And so what can you do to keep that connection alive? Maybe this is the time where you're needing to heal those ancestral lines. Or maybe you're working on your family tree. Maybe you want to pick up a hobby or continue a tradition that a grandparent did. Maybe it's time to go through old albums. I almost see you digging through these old pictures or these old items that have been passed down to you. Or maybe in going through some stuff of your own, you're going to unexpectedly come upon something that came from a past loved one or an ancestor. And upon finding this, maybe you'll learn something that's going to connect you with that past loved one. I also see perhaps you can't find something, and I feel like an ancestor or a past loved one is going to help you find it. And when you do find that item, just remember that that's them giving you a little nod. You know, they are helping you out, and they're letting you know that the line and the lineage is strong and can never be broken, but they are always there supporting you. And maybe it's not actually blood family in this lifetime. Maybe it's a familial bond from other lifetimes. Maybe it's soulmates reconnecting, you know, and a soulmate doesn't necessarily mean a lover or a person that you're bound to be married to. A soulmate is really anybody that you've had this soul experience with in the past and that you do continue to have experiences with. I mean, that could be your mom. It could be your sister, your brother, your uncle, a friend. And perhaps you're reliving these lifetimes with them. And you are keeping that connection alive somehow, and your ancestors are really happy and proud of you right now. So I want you to feel that love and support. And in their support, they will open doors for you. So never forget to call on them, and never forget that they are supporting you. Do you ever feel like you're so close to the life you're meant for, but something just keeps blocking the way? A one-on-one soul reading brings that missing piece into focus, uncovering your soul's true purpose and shining a light on the patterns and blind spots holding you back. Book your one-on-one soul reading with me now at intuitionweekly.com. Message number 6. I saw the Hawaiian hula dance, and it's slow, it's melodic, it's thoughtful, it's peaceful. And this message is about taking time to honor tradition and to honor yourself in your sacred time. So maybe that's beginning a meditation practice. Maybe it's a journaling practice. Maybe you're going to start going to church or starting a family night to connect with your family on a regular basis. It's about taking a step back and enjoying things from afar. It's about bringing people together. It's really about enjoyment and appreciation for all the hard work that you've done and rewarding yourself with rest and reflection. So take it all in. Take a deep breath and notice all the hard work it took to get you here. You deserve this peace. Message number 5, I saw this canoe going down a river. And this message to me is telling you to be careful not to take on too much. The canoe might tip over. So remember to keep a healthy balance and just know when to say no. I also want you to keep an eye on finances, so don't make unnecessary purchases and don't take on too much right now, especially during eclipse season. Eclipse season is all about letting go of things and allowing nature to take its course. It is not the time to pursue things. So be in an open state of receiving, just allowing things to happen. And when you hit a waterfall or bumps along the way, I want you to stay the course, keep calm, and paddle on. Just like Dory, you've got to keep on swimming, keep on swimming. Don't pay it much mind and just keep moving forward. And I want you to remember that the rear view mirror is small for a reason. There's no use looking backwards, just keep moving forward. So again, it's about being in flow, about not making a big deal about the bumps in the road, and just being open to receiving right now. Don't take on too much, and remember to rest. Message number 4, I saw a surfboard in the ocean. And I feel like you may feel like you are out of your element right now, but now is the time to try something new. And if you're jumping into a project that a lot of other people have been working on for a long time, but you are brand new to it, I feel like your fresh perspective may help you out in this move. And while everybody else is entrenched in it because they've just been working on this for so long, because you're new to it and you don't know everything, that gives you a different viewpoint. And that actually is going to help the rest of the people involved. So if this is like a new project at work, I really feel like your fresh perspective is going to breathe new light into that project. So embrace the fact that you are new in this environment and don't be afraid to speak your mind. Message number 3, I saw a badge, like a police badge. This was old school. This was like an old school sheriff badge. And you are the expert in something. But I feel like maybe your confidence isn't there. And so I want you to pretend like you're wearing a badge to remember that you are the expert and you're allowed to teach other people and you're allowed to stand firm in that expertise. And I feel like you are playing too small right now, or you're just not confident in that expertise. But you need to grasp hold of this and take the reins. People are looking to you for the knowledge in this field or subject, and now is your time to stand firm in that. So we had a message a few weeks ago that was about fake it till you make it, and that's kind of the same thing right now. If you're not feeling the confidence, you're going to have to fake it. But the knowledge is there. So don't hide in the shadows. It's time for you to step forward and own that positioning. Do not play small. You are the expert. Message number 2, I saw this deserted island and I feel like you have this choice. Let's imagine that you're stranded on an island. How are you going to choose to be in that moment? Are you going to be running around the island, doing everything you can to flag down any airplane that goes by, sending messages out in a bottle? Are you going to be starving and crying and just feeling so lonely and so sad? Or are you going to really feel grateful? You're in paradise. You're laying under these beautiful palm trees. You're drinking coconut water. You're eating fresh fish that you're fishing. You're loving life. So you really need to be careful what you are choosing in this moment. And the people who are grateful are having a lot more fun than the people who are always looking outside of themselves or always trying to keep up with the Joneses. So again, it's about perspective. And are you ready to feel gratitude for where you are and take advantage of that? Or are you going to play the victim? The choice is yours. And the last message, message number 1, I saw a bird of paradise. And if you don't know what a bird of paradise is, it's those beautiful tropical flowers that kind of look like a bird, and they're red and yellow, and you see them in places like Hawaii. And I feel like it is time for us to be standing in our feminine strength. But it's really a balance. It's a balance of masculine and feminine. And I think it's also about respecting our ancestors or the people who came before us. And I've worked in real estate for, 12 years. And the biggest thing that I have learned, I watched so many people always trying to strong arm other people. And what I learned is that doesn't work. And that never is the best case scenario for my clients. And it's really my job to look out for the best interest of my clients. And what really works is when I embrace my feminine and I work with the people on the other side. And that's what we're being asked to do right now. And if you're an entrepreneur, this message is all about not competing with those in the same field. And if you're an entrepreneur, this message is all about, instead of competing with those in our field, it's about respecting their road to get them there, knowing that there's enough work to go around for everyone. And I almost see you actually working together with these other people, these people that could be perceived as competition. But it's about working together for the greater good, the greater cause. And when women stand together, we are stronger together. I feel like nothing is stronger than women backing other women. So instead of competing with each other, let's all work together. There truly is enough to go around for everyone, and we can all find our own niche. And even if we don't find our own niche, what if we're doing the same niche as 10 other people in the same community? We will find our own people. So find a way to work together. And going back to a couple messages before where you are having to wear that badge, and just remember that you are the expert here. And it's time for you to really stand firm in that belief. And those were the 10 messages that were coming through for you this week. And I have a little intuitive exercise for you, a little homework for you. So this week, I want you to practice tuning into your intuition by noticing how your body reacts to a yes versus a no. And this is how you're going to do it. You're going to find a quiet space. You're going to take a few deep breaths and you're going to relax. And I want you to recall a clear yes moment. So think of a time you felt deeply aligned, excited, at peace, or confident. And I want you to notice how your body feels. This is your yes. And then I want you to recall a clear no moment. So now remember a time you regretted something or you felt out of alignment, and notice any tension or unease. This is your no. And then I want you to test this in real time. So throughout the week, when you're making small decisions like what to eat, whether to go somewhere, or who to spend your time with, pause and check in and feel your body. And I want you to tell yourself, does this feel like my yes, or does this feel like my no? And then you need to trust it. That is the most important step of this process, is to trust. And the more you recognize these signals, the easier it's going to become to trust your intuition in bigger decisions. And then if you want a little extra credit for the week, you can do this bonus. I want you to get out your hits journal that you had started, and I want you to write down any patterns that you notice. Does your no feel like tightness in your stomach? Does your yes feel light and expansive? Let your body be your guide on this. And when you use your intuition in this way, and it turns out right, or if you go against your intuition, make a note of that as well. And all of these little tests are really helping you build up your trust in your own intuition. Let me know how that exercise goes for you guys. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it so much. And if you're enjoying this podcast, please just think of one person that you think would benefit from these messages. And can you please forward this podcast on to them? That would truly mean so much to me. Thank you so much again for listening. I can't wait to see you guys next week. Get out there and own this week. I love you guys.